Hello, everybody, and welcome into whatever night this is. Monday night, June 3rd, 2024. Ken Stout Live with the Zoom homies. The Zoom homies with Ken Stout Live. We have Darren, we have William, we have Greg, we have Jeff, we have Rich, we have a special guest, Alex Cheek, we have Sam, and we have Sin. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
I know. It's been
Hello.
Everybody.
a long time since I've been early.
Been a long time since you've been on a live stream. If you'd ever show up for a live stream, you'd know what's going on in the world. But no, you'd rather make silly accusations and ask dumb questions. But hey, I get it. Good to see everyone.
What's the fun in being on time? It leaves less questions to be asked.
I'm not asking you to be on time. I'm just asking you to watch, period. I don't care if you're late. If you would have been watching the show the last couple of days, you would have known I was not playing golf today. You would have known that. And you wouldn't have
You
asked
told me you were playing golf today, so we did it.
No. I did not tell you I was playing golf today. And in fact, I'm thinking about taking Greg up on his advice of taking a week off, actually. No, I never one time told you I would be playing golf today at all. Mrs. K worked today. I actually did a lot of work around the house today. If you need a tissue, let me know. I'll get you a tissue. There's no need to cry. It's okay. How's your mom and grandma doing?
Well, my mom went back over to her house and took the dog, took her dog back with them. So right now they're over there at her house. But like I was telling you earlier, the doctor basically told her that she can't be over there at her house by herself. So one of my
Right.
mom or my dad have always got to be over there at least until get all this stuff situated.
And situated meaning she's going to be put into an assisted living facility or?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Have you even considered or thought about my suggestion to just getting your 24-hour nursing care at home? And weigh the options of which is the least financial burden upon her?
Yes.
I'll take that as a no.
Ah.
Darren Gilholm was first tonight. I don't know if that's going to go out over the stream. Oh, yeah, there it goes. It's just a little delayed. Greg was second. He was second place. He was busy. He was working in his yard and cooking dinner, and I get it. Sam was third. Jeff says, I don't know about anybody else, but that really teased me off. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that's a comment on the trailer. I'm not sure. Did I see Jeff in? Did I see Jeff in Zoom? I do not see Jeff in Zoom. Oh, I do see Jeff in Zoom. He's got his avatar on. Ghetto joins us in Zoom. Hello, Ghetto. Rick Blake says, good evening, everyone, and $5 super chat to the channel. Thank you, Rick. I'm still waiting to see if your video's uploaded or not. Poor Rick, I tell you. He's learning what it's like to record, edit, and upload videos. John Williams says, I suppose I'll be in Madison for the American Family Golf Tournament this week. Only if it's on Thursday or Friday because Mrs. K is going to work extra Tuesday. Her normal day to work is Wednesday, and then she's working Saturday and Sunday. So if it's not on Thursday or Friday, chances are I will not be there. Robert Michael joins us in chat. He says, evening, morning, afternoon, one of the two. He asked how Grandma's doing, and we pretty much covered that. Long Dog joins us. He says, I'm letting the dinner I consumed, which was lasagna. I be letting the dinner. I think maybe he's thinking it's settling. Okay, yeah.
I got other bad news too. Her dog is over the assisted living's limit for the amount the dog can weigh. So for a little bit, the dog may be staying with her dog, may be staying with us.
I believe when we looked it up on the website, they do make exceptions, so you could put in for an exception. How much does the dog weigh?
But also it's like 22 pounds. I don't know an exact. but um he's also not potty trained at all. So I mean,
Oh,
that
well,
could that could cause more issues than it's worth. I mean, he,
yeah, that could be a problem. Looks like Bill
Hmm.
dropped out of Zoom.
Hmm.
Maybe he's having issues. Hello, Ghetto.
Hey, everybody, what's up?
I'm gonna play Doug Betts here and say I'm doing a live stream. John Williams says it's on Thursday. John, do you happen to know the entry fee? Let me guess, Bill. Well, he's still connecting to audio. Oh, he's got a Jose problem connecting to audio. Bill, can you hear us?
Yeah,
Oh, there you go. Nice
the
connection. Let me
easiest way to
guess.
get rid. I had a game and wouldn't quit, so
Oh, I thought maybe
reset the
Princess
easiest
did it.
way.
So it wasn't Princess's fault?
No,
Okay. Um,
Hmm.
how long would it take me to drive? Let's see. John lives in Madison, Wisconsin. Anybody want to Google the time it would take for me to drive from Indianapolis to Madison? Hopefully, it'd be a one-day tournament because I've been told my Friday is already pre-planned. Um, so I'm not gonna mess that up at all. So the dog waste, well, yeah, and the other thing is what you just said about it not being trained to go outside when it needs to go outside. That's probably the bigger issue than anything. Um, looks like you'll be inheriting yet another doorbell. Oh, lucky you.
5 hours and 17 minutes to answer your question.
Hmm.
So if I pick her up Thursday morning at 6:30, I could be there by 1. How many miles is it?
339.
That's a tank of gas, so that's. And then, can you look up what the entry fee is for this golf tournament he's mentioning to me? The American Family Golf Tournament. I'm not going to Madison, Wisconsin. Not on a spur of the moment, anyway. Must be a professional tournament. He thinks it's a 4-day tournament. I could play Thursday and be so far underneath the cut, I wouldn't have to play on Friday. Of course, you probably have to qualify for it too. And there are 4 or 5 different ways of qualifying to play in a golf tournament. They actually have, usually on a Monday morning, what they
You
call.
do have to pre-qualify, and it says entry fees range from anywhere from 150 all the way up to like 220.
Send me that link in chat, please.
It's
Just go.
not a link. It was just what come on Google
Okay.
when I searched for it. But that's what it says.
All right.
So it'd be
There's Jeff.
that plus gas and all that.
Right. Well, if it's a 4-day tournament, then I pretty much. If it was her weekend off, oh yeah, by all means. She called in sick Thursday, and if I could get in, I'd go embarrass myself. I do know Jake played golf today because as I was taking her to work, I glanced to. We drive right by the golf course every day, taking her to work, and I glanced over there, and Jake's truck is there. So I sent him a message. I said, "Oh, playing around the golf without me, are you?" I couldn't have played today anyway, and I think he knew that. And that's fine. Uh-oh, I just lost the chat pop out thing. Oh no, Gremlins. Long Dog says the PGA West Golf Course here in Desert Empire, when they have tournaments, they close down anything like construction for a week to allow golf tournaments to go to as potential players to get to the final weekend. Yeah, they probably do make a lot of accommodations for professional golfers. Myself, Jake, anyone else, they're not going to make those accommodations. So, Jeff, are you with us and just eating? I kind of see your avatars there. Yes, okay. Your comment, was that directed at my trailer?
He's talking, but he's muted.
Not going to make everybody watch me eat.
Well, that's cool. But your comment about it, you don't know about everyone else, but that gets you a little teed off. Was that about the trailer? Okay, I thought it was. Speaking of trailers.
That was a good trailer.
Yeah, I really like it when she goes and records the things. I don't know how she does it. I don't know how she's able to stop, move it to slow motion, and start and not lose any frames.
You got to hold the phone and move it really slow.
Is that what it is?
Damned if I know.
Okay, Long Dog says, hey, Ken, I made a comment earlier about Josh having a troll that showed up on his channel a few hours ago. Can you tell him I deleted a couple of his comments? I think you just did. I believe Josh can read chat or he can listen to me tell him, one or the other. I have to go find something that I don't want to have disappear. Brian and I were having, yeah, there it is. I found it. Brian and I were having a lengthy conversation this morning, back and forth on Doug's thing. And I don't want to close the tab because I want to see if it's still going to be there tomorrow morning, or are our lengthy conversations going to be gone?
I got a question.
All right.
By this morning, do you mean like 9 or 10 o'clock this morning, or do you mean like 1 or 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock? While the rest of the world was asleep.
This morning, Alex, this morning, when the sun had came up in the state of Indiana this morning. I don't know if it was up in California or not. I don't know if the sun comes up by 9 o'clock in the morning in California, especially in that island city of Fresnoville. But this morning, yes, before noon. Yes, because Doug streams at noon, Alex, noon, my time. Now, that's the midday, allegedly. Look, you know who he reminded me? Can you do that again real quick? Hang on. Hang on. No, hey, hang on. You're getting in too big of a hurry. Okay, can you do that again real quick, please? Yep, he looks just like Laurel and Hardy. I knew it. You walked into that one. You walk into them all. Yep, John says 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. And as far as I know, he is still on schedule to have his show tomorrow at noon my time, 11 your time, 9 his time. And if you're somewhere in the mountain time zone, it would be, 10? I didn't even realize mountain time zone still existed until we went on vacation. Oh, I'm sorry, until I went on my tour. It wasn't a very successful tour. It cost me more money than I made. Oh, before I forget, got a message from Tony today. He did go to the doctor. He's got to go back on Thursday. He has a problem with his eye, and right now he's got all kind of vision issues that I can only imagine. So let's keep Tony in our prayers. Let's keep Tony in our thoughts. If you guys want to send him email cards or give him a text message or whatever, that would probably be greatly appreciated. And I told him if he needs anything, don't be afraid to reach out and ask for it. This is one of those situations where I really wish I lived closer to the area of where we are at as far as the Zoom homies go. But we're in Indiana and he's in California.
I mean, we're all spread out, so there's really no way that you could be.
Yeah, I realize that, but if I was in the middle of the country somewhere and something were to come up, it'd be easier to get to a place from the middle of the country, going either way, north, south, east, or west, than it is from Indiana. I mean, it sucks.
I feel the same way. I feel the same way about just living where we live. Getting to places in the state. It takes from here, from my house, it takes about 3 hours just to get out of. Takes a little over 3 hours just to get out of Arkansas.
Texarkana is 3 hours away. If you go west, is Texarkana really 3 hours away?
Well, it really depending on which direction you go. If you're going to Missouri, it takes about 3.5 hours. But if you're going to Memphis or Texas, it's about 2 hours. So I was
going to say Memphis is about right at 2 hours. Robert should know that because he lives up in Tennessee. He's about
he's about 4 hours from me.
Yeah, right around that. He sure is. So, Rick, what's the status of your upload? Has it made it yet? I haven't gotten any kind of notifications. Still don't have any notifications. He went on another bike ride today. I'm kind of looking forward to watching it. I know he's over 100 subscribers. He got great views on his last one, so that was good. By a show of hands, I'll exclude Gray because I know he was there. How many people watched the Daily Da Vinci debacle today? Well, at least
Negative.
2. Cool. Rick is saying he's got 2 hours of upload to go. Oh my goodness. My little buddy Fly is back. This will be about the 18th attempt for me to try to get rid of the little buddy Fly. Oh, I might have got it that time. Oh, I got the lethal weapon right here. I got a 9-iron. If that fly gets on my nerves too bad, me and that fly are gonna go round and round.
You've heard the joke about the grandpa that asked his granddaughter for a newspaper, and she said, "Grandpa, you're way out of date. Nobody reads newspapers anymore. Here, use my iPad." Grandpa says, "That damn fly never knew what hit him."
Yeah, I've actually heard a few versions of that. Wendy,
I mean, that's not exactly how I saw it, I'm sure, but
yeah. Wendy says hello.
It's an oldie, so to speak.
Sure it is. Yeah, it's a great one, actually. I think I did get him. I don't see him anymore. Let me. Oh, there's no remains on the makeshift fly swatter, so hopefully I got it. He's bugging the holy cannoli out of me a while ago.
I'm hoping that this new phone company, when I call them, I'm hoping I'll be able to understand him a little better, because they only service people, meaning you have to live in this certain states for them to provide service for you. But if you go out of the state on vacation or whatever to an area they don't service, obviously you'll still get service, but they only provide service for people living in Arkansas, Oklahoma, Texas, Rhode Island, and Maryland. So I'm hoping that will help my case out a little bit, as far as being able to understand the customer service and all that.
Well, let me ask you a question. I thought you said the other day that you were going to be okay with when they make this big change. You said you're still going to have 10 gigabyte of data. Why suddenly are you trying to find a new service? You need more than 10 gigabyte of data a month?
No, it don't have nothing to do with the amount of data I have. What it has to do with is I'm trying to avoid them turning my service off and making me switch to Verizon, because I'm grandfathered. I'm grandfathered on old service they no longer provide anymore, because I'm grandfathered in on TracFone AT&T, which no longer exists. No one else can sign up for it because TracFone is part of Verizon, and I'm trying to get away from Verizon before they force me to.
Oh, okay.
Before they force me to use.
You're just trying to stay with AT&T then, basically.
Yes.
Okay. I can see.
As far as I've had bad experiences with Verizon in the past, and I've always had good service with AT&T. So I'm trying to.
Like, you're counting on AT&T through a different company, Brent, to honor the old agreement.
No, there's other company says they support AT&T. They're advertising AT&T compatible phones on their website right now.
Right, but you're hoping that they follow your old agreement that you've been there with all these years.
That's what it sounds like. Long Dog just dropped the link over in chat, and I'm guessing it's a joke, so let me go.
Well, they've changed the government has changed the agreement over the years. They've changed the amount of data I get. When I first started out, it was like 3 gigs or 4 gigs or maybe even a gig, and now it's all the way up to like 10. And this other company says that they offer unlimited, but whatever amount of data they offer really doesn't matter to me. I'm just trying to get away from Verizon, so I don't have to. So I don't have to get a new phone. So I don't have to get a new phone right now. I can just call them, have them transfer service to a new SIM card. They can send me a new SIM card, and I put their SIM card in my phone, and it'll work. Because I know for sure my current phone is not compatible with Verizon, and there's nothing wrong with it.
I just watched Long Dog's joke. I've seen a few of those around. That's pretty good, actually. I didn't have the audio on. I had the closed caption on. No, I missed the fly. He's back. Time to break out the big boy. I'm gonna get the 9-iron out. You're gonna watch me self-destruct the studio here, live and unrestricted. Of course, the fly probably has seen me play golf, so he knows he has absolutely nothing to worry about. Damn, that was loud. I don't know if it was loud for you guys, but that was loud. All right, 21 minutes so far into the show. We're going to make it another 9. Anybody got a topic or anything they would like to talk about? Jeff, I haven't watched your thing on XP yet. I'm taking it the guy that did that is not a fan of XP.
Dave Cutler is the guy that Microsoft hired away from Digital Equipment Corporation to come and build NT. And what he's talking about in there at one point is that, well, his group converted NT to the 64-bit code base. And he talks in there about at one point they had his group stop and actually a whole bunch of stuff that was wrong with XP internally. He said they fixed over 5,000 internal errors, and there were a few hundred or thousand more that could not be fixed, ever. So it was an interesting take on it.
I'll have to watch it. Well, that didn't go as planned, but I got the email for Zoom up there, but they didn't go as I wanted. I wanted it to transition to something else while I made that quick transition, because I still am using studio mode, kind of getting to where I'm really enjoying it, because you can do stuff over in the preview before you move it over to the actual
that link I gave you is just a short section out of his interview on Dave's Garage.
Right.
The whole thing is like an hour and a half interview, and that's in another section if you want to watch the whole thing. This is just a very short piece.
Yeah, I watched a couple pretty lengthy Da Vinci ones this morning. I watched a really good one about a guy that invested $500,000 in his studio, and I'll drop a link to that later. Yeah, it was really interesting.
Well, now we know where all our contributions are going, right?
Yeah, his studio is probably half of my house, and then he built, that was the studio, and then off the studio he built yet another studio that's connected. It was amazing, and I mean he was in depth on what he did and how much it cost, and I mean he's been doing YouTube since 2016. He's got, I think, 679,000 subscribers, I believe it was. I think that's what it was. I don't honestly remember, but it was well worth watching. I really did enjoy it. He presents well. Trying to get you he's got 2 channels, so I'm going to drop the link for the $500,000 YouTube studio both in the YouTube chat and Zoom chat, just in case no one's monitoring along. There it is in YouTube, and I will now drop it over here in Zoom, and there it is in Zoom. And unlike one of the homies we know, I do remember to hit the little blue button. Sure hope he's not watching. The fourth
You
one.
need a $500,000 budget for a studio.
Yeah, I think I could probably do much more better things in the world with $500,000 and build a studio. And I don't know. I mean, if you got it, I mean, I get it. 686,000 subscribers on this one channel. I haven't gone to his main channel yet. He's mentioned it a couple times on here, but I didn't go check him out. So if you want to see an interesting studio, I recommend you watching it. Maybe this is his normal channel right here. I think this is his main channel. Yeah, his main channel has only got 83.8 thousand subscribers. So obviously this other one that he's doing, the Senpai Gaming and Senpai Animation, and there's another one that I can't remember right off the top of my head, is doing far better for him than his main channel. So anyway, we're at 26 after the hour. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Unless anybody's got anything. Anybody got anything? Going once? Going twice? Okay. Once again, real quick, I want to thank Rick Lakes for the $5 super chat. I also want to thank everyone on YouTube that was here. Darren, Greg, OneFish26, John Williams, Wendy, Long Dog. I think that's pretty much everybody since I'm scrolling through here. If I didn't call your name out, just let me know through a comment or email or anything. Call me on the phone. I don't care. Thank you for being here. Thinking about doing another live stream tomorrow. I actually enjoyed doing the live stream today with Daily Da Vinci. That was kind of fun. And I'm thinking about just maybe continuing working with that thing I was doing today and exploring more options with it. So without further ado, I got almost through an entire show without an English moment. Doggone it. Tim Tech Wiz shows up and he figured out which one of his names. I was going to tell him if he showed up tonight. Tim Tech Wiz is his moderator status channel. So Jeff, tonight I'm going to shut this stream off via OBS and it'll be a little bit of a delay.